Hello, biology students. This is an announcement for September the 1st and the 2nd for biology classes. So I think you can see my screen here. Go ahead and get into learning, and you'll find modules there. Um, what we're going to do today are a couple of things. First of all, we're going to take notes on keystone species. And so you can find, I haven't put them in there yet, but you will find the notes, video notes for keystone species in this link right here on notes, ecology video notes. And then the slides and the paper, the video notes paper or the notes paper are in this link. So keystone species notes, first of all. Then we are going to do an activity on biodiversity. I taught about biodiversity last class, and this is the link here. So you're going to click measuring biodiversity. And there are two links in this assignment. If you're online with me, this is the assignment that you will turn in. So the link to the paper is here, and it looks like this. It has some little macroinvertebrates, which is a really fancy word for bugs, okay, or insects, some arachnids, but mostly just insects. And so this is the paper that you're going to read and fill out. The link you need to use to do this paper is also on the assignment. So it is right here, link to the simulation. And so when you click link to the simulation, you get this website. And you're going to sample River 1 and River 2. And when you sample River 1, you will click this 5 times. The first time you click it, you will collect data on what kind of species there are, and you can just call these whatever you want. So like I call this yellow sea guy, and I call this a crawdad because it's a crayfish or a crawdad. But you can have names for these. You can call this, skinny guy or whatever you want. And then like if you click it again, you'll get another sample. So you're going to record your samples 5 times. And so let's go to the worksheet. So you can kind of read through this and go ahead. This is pretty easy part at the beginning. But then down here, this is where I'm talking about the rivers. So for example, species A, I'm going to call that sea guy. Let's go to my samples. So I'm on River 1, and here is River 1 table. And then I see 2 sea guys, okay? 2 yellow seas. And so in this sample, this picture is a sample. So I'm going to put on species A the description. So I'm going to write yellow sea guy, like letter C. And then the first picture is my first sample. And how many do you see in there? There are 2 of those in there. And so I go back to my paper and I tally, I write yellow sea guy here. For example, yellow sea guy. And then for the first sample, I had 2. And so I'm probably going to write 2, or I can tally 2 in there. And then I go to the next. I stay on my sample. This is still sample 1, like right here. But I look next and, I see 2 right here and right here. I see like 2 brown long wormies. So then I go here, and species B can be brown long wormy guy. And so then did I see 2 or 3 of him? I can't remember. 2 of those guys. There's not 2 of everything. There's like only 1 little red tiny here. So he would be maybe species C. So anyway, you go through, and if they look the same, they're the same species, right? So like these long, slender brown guys with the 6 legs, or you can call him like two-tail. I don't care what you call them as long as you call them the same thing in your different samples. So let's say I recorded all of this for sample 1. That would be like all down this. Here, I'll put a 2 there. And then I'm on to the next one, species C. So you're gonna like write all those down there, record the numbers there. Now sample 2, to get that, you click this again and watch when I click it again. When I click it again, I have a different sample. And now I have this like gold sortie flatworm. And so I've got 4 of those in this sample. Now, so now I'm on this column for sample 2. Well, I didn't have any gold sorties here. So let's say I had several more species in sample 1, but I can add that here, So gold sortie guy. And I have 4 of those in sample 2. It's okay that I didn't have any in sample 1. Does that make sense? So you do that 5 times, all right? So that's a second one, then there's a third one, fourth one, and fifth one. And so yours will all be different. They won't necessarily look like that. And then if you scroll down, you do river 2 in the second. See, there's river 2. You do river 2 in the second table. So I'm just going to let you follow directions as far as total individuals, relatives, abundance for species. This one right here, you will get from the formula right here, relative abundance. Total number of individuals in the group, like in a species, over or divided by the total number of individuals in every group. Okay, the total number of individuals. That's how you find abundance. And so the total number of individuals, that big number on the bottom, goes here. And the total number of different species, actually, you would add up, how many different species you have. So anyway, I'm going to delete these because this is my master. But go ahead and fill out this paper if you're online. And there are analysis questions and things like that about biodiversity, comparing rivers 1 to 2. But go ahead and fill this out, your own copy of it. And, you can title it, instead of R. Jenkins, you can title it your name. And save it to Drive and then upload it into this assignment, okay? Measuring biodiversity when you're finished with it. Now, if you're in class, we'll do it in class. So I think we're good for now. Keystone species notes and this assignment are probably quite enough for you to do. Thanks, guys.